Good evening, welcome on in for today's part 2 of From Day 1. Now, Father Skeptic along at least to start us off for this evening with a weird development in the world of sovereign citizendom. Father Skeptic, if you would go ahead, please.
Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have a lot to unpack as we cover a new movement of sovereign citizens called the American State Nationals, who are nothing more than a bunch of Karens who don't want to follow American law, so they decided to unbecome American citizens. So let's begin.
Hi friends, so I'm here to give you an update on my journey to becoming an American State National, also known as a non-citizen national or just American. I have my hat, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go out in public and show people what we're all about.
If we really want to watch a clown show, then we'll go to the circus. Now I put this part at the beginning because I want to point out her reply in the bottom right hand corner. When the commenter pointed out that he was on a jury where someone tried to pull this sovereign citizen nonsense and it didn't work.
Oh, let me guess, you probably claimed that this isn't sovereign citizen. Now, why am I even saying that? Of course it's going to be. Go ahead.
Her reply was, "This isn't sovereign citizenship," which is ironic because her name is Sovereign Mama.
Oh,
Hi,
that's even worse.
This question is going to help so many people out. So, number one, I don't give legal advice, but I will try my best to give.
No shit, you don't give legal advice. You're not, got a brain cell God gave a turnip. But I don't think it's going to stop you. You're still going to be stupid and still try to spout off bullshit you don't know anyway. So, wait, Skeptic, did you want to say something on this before we let this idiot, be an idiot?
Lawful advice.
Yeah, you're not giving legal advice like the crypto bros aren't giving financial advice.
That being said, any contract, including child support, any contract that you have entered into prior to correcting your status still exists. You have to undo all of those contracts, okay? So you can do that by renegotiating that contract. Hopefully, the best way would be that your son or daughter's mother will do a private contract with you, and you can put it on the land recording system or the land recording office, and it's on the public record, and she or you can hold each other accountable through your state assemblies.
God, that sounds like you're a dumb fuck. Really? Dude, if I got, child support, the last thing I'm doing is going to let you off by, let me just go ahead and have us file one and try to keep each other through our state assemblies? Is that what you said? State motherfucking assemblies? Skeptic, get in here before I slap her.
Even though she told you that she wasn't giving you legal advice, she just gave you some really bad legal advice. Child support is determined by a court order, not by some group of delusional dimwits who call themselves a state assembly. And if you decide that you're not going to pay child support, or that you and the mother or father of your child are going to work that out on your own, then you're going to end up in jail.
I'll try my best to dumb it down for you.
I'm sure it won't be hard, especially since dumb is kind of your thing.
Great question for all the moms and dads out there who have corrected their status. When you get to the 928 page on the LRS, there is a paper to fill out for a baby deed.
Wait, did you say a baby deed?
Wait, so there's a nice property set now on Monopoly? So what, is that like the baby Mediterranean and baby Baltic? Or maybe the baby Boardwalk, maybe baby Mayfair? I know. So where do I get the baby mortgage, the baby default, and the baby basically becoming a dilapidated building? But I know, Skeptic, you want to have some fun on this too, so go ahead.
Well, if I have a baby deed, then I guess I can get a baby mortgage. And if I can get a baby mortgage, then I can voluntarily default on that mortgage and give up the rights to my kid. Who knew being a sovereign citizen parent was going to be so easy?
And you will do one for each of your sons and daughters. And the recording fees may have changed. I know on my state last week there was a unanimous vote to lower the cost. So check your state's pricing to see how much it will cost. Yes, you can record your son or daughter's birth on the public record.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and put it on the record that you ruined your kid's life before they ever had a chance.
So what's the benefit? The benefit is when you're born, your mother unknowingly and without full disclosure signed you up to be a U.S. citizen.
No,
Nope.
she didn't. If you're an American citizen when you're born, that means you were either born on U.S. soil or you were born abroad and one of your parents is an American citizen.
Anyway, what's the benefit? You get your rights back. You get all of your rights back. Your unalienable rights.
Excuse me?
Your unalienable rights.
Unalienable rights? What are those rights you can't put liens on? What's wrong with these people?
Because right now, you have a contract with a corporation named the United States
Nope.
to abide by codes, rules, and statutes that they, like you're their employee, but really, we're their employer.
Sovereign Mama, you're wrong again. And even if you were the United States employer, are you saying that you're the one that's responsible for our $30 trillion of debt?
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm married and I've corrected my status, but my husband has not.
Well, at least he dodged one or two bullets.
He's
but
one
who
smart.
knows? Maybe he's just sticking around waiting for you to grow out of your TikTok phase and become an adult before you turn 50.
So, anyway, so I got 2 things in the mail over the weekend. So I got my
So in other words, your stupidity and your lack of brain cells? No? Oh, sorry.
1779 original copies. Well, originals, not copies. My
Doesn't say they're not original copies, dear.
originals with the seal on it. So that now I have my hard copy. And I also got my credentials card. And in it is my identification. Okay. And on the back, you're going to have some.
Whoa. Skeptic, can you blow that card up for me, please? Yeah, zoom in. That bitch can go to jail. Seriously, that bitch can go to jail. Okay, I see you flagging me, Skeptic, so I got a feeling you probably got something ready for this. Alright, go ahead.
QR codes.
Hold on. This TikTok Karen is breaking federal law. If you look close at that ID, right in the middle, that's the United States seal. And according to U.S. Code 1017, whoever fraudulently or wrongfully affixes or impresses the seal of any department or agency of the United States to or upon any certificate, instrument, commission, document, or paper shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years, or both. So you keep living in that delusional world where presenting that fake ID is not a violation of federal law, while the rest of us contributing members of society keep our real ID
In your regular wallet. You know, like an idiot.
The truth of the matter is, I've had my extra wallet
Alright, stop shilling.
Lincoln
So I said stop shilling. That's my job.
to get awfully quiet in here.
Yeah,
Hi,
it did.
friends. I'm back. Did you miss me yet?
With every
No.
lead potato I throw at you.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's continue.
And if you were ever to use this, you know, if you got a traffic stop of some sort,
If you ever used that, you would be in prison. Go ahead, use it.
the LEO would scan it, and this is what will come up.
By the way, LEO is what he's referring to, what the idiot's referring to as a law enforcement officer.
So here, this will come up.
Well, look at that. Karen swooping in with the 1 IQ move and breaking the law twice in one video. And I also want to point out that illegal document that she's showing you is signed by one James Clinton Belcher. Who's James
Not fucking Belcher. But I see you were already going to cover it, so go ahead.
Belcher, you ask? Well, he's a sovereign citizen that's been arrested many times for trying to arrest federal judges.
And then examples of my documents here. So follow me so you can see how it goes on my journey.
So you can see how you get arrested?
You all right. All the way to jail for being arrested for the same thing that every other sovereign citizen gets arrested for.
Being an idiot.
Friends. So once you've corrected your status to the land and soil jurisdiction, you can then start notifying that.
Wait, did the fucktard just say land and soil jurisdiction? What the fuck does that even mean?
IRS and Internal Revenue Service of your revocation of election of paycheck.
Oh yeah, go for that. Go right for that. Yeah, tell the IRS, no, I'm not paying my taxes. We'll see how long it is before you're 6 feet under that land and soil revocation.
If you so choose. And this one in particular takes you through step-by-step how to fill out your forms so that you are not paying federal income tax. Enjoy.
I hate to tell you this, Karen, but whether you consent or not, if you don't pay your federal income taxes, the IRS will come for you.
So I promised you that I would take you on my journey learning about being an American state national. And I was given a copy of a book. Okay, I'm going to show you the book right now. Pause to read. And one of the tidbits that is in that book is the original Constitution that we've heard so much about, but I've never seen.
What the hell kind of shot is this where you're basically looking up at a camera that's like mounted at 40 or 50 feet in the air? Do you want to make it look like how small you fucking really are? God damn. God. Dear, seriously.
Seen in the amendments. This one is the 13th Amendment.
No, it's not. No, I don't think you know what your amendments are, bitch. No, that's not. But let's hear what the idiot claims the 13th Amendment is.
If you go look up the 13th Amendment in the books that we have been taught our whole lives, this is not it. Guess who had a title of nobility? Lincoln.
And so what? That 13th Amendment that you're talking about was never the 13th Amendment. It was proposed to be the original 13th Amendment, but it was never ratified by enough states. Any publication that has the 13th Amendment as being that version of the 13th Amendment
is
put
wrong.
That book out before confirmation of ratification. So the only 13th Amendment that we've ever had was the amendment to abolish slavery.
Hi, Hydra Gear. You're on the right track. So people who have corrected their status using the path that Anna von Reitz has set out do not participate in the municipal or territorial elections. So today I am canceling one of my contracts. My voter's registration.
Yeah, Karen, you do that. Go right ahead and remove another brain-dead conspiracy theorist from our voting pool.
So I wanted to let you know that I will be doing a video series on updating your passport once you become an American state national. Yeah, this girl's passport expires in a month, so I got to get on it. So stay tuned.
Why would you need a passport if you're not an American citizen? The whole purpose of a passport is to identify what country you're a citizen of when you travel abroad.
So what about license plates? I guess it just depends on where you are and where you live and your relationship with the LEOs on your county. My county is very blue, very corrupt, so I'm going to keep mine for now.
If private plates only work when you're friends with the local law enforcement, then they plain and simply don't work. And I love how she says she's going to keep her plates because she obviously doesn't buy into her own bullshit.
But if you feel comfortable, sticking out a little bit, you can get yourself something like this. Okay? And there are private Americans who sell them. You can also place this sticker on your private property. I get this question a lot, but I want to make a video so that it's on my page. I want you to reflect on your question.
For those of you that are just listening in, the question on the screen is about felons and their Second Amendment rights. Now in America, felons cannot possess firearms.
Who or what gives you your rights? Think about it, and you'll have your answer. Constitution doesn't give you your rights. The government doesn't give you your rights. Your state does not give you your rights. Your rights are given to you by your creator.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you're a felon, all you gotta do is believe in God, and you can get your Second Amendment rights back.
You can't win in their courts. That's the problem. This is a whole other jurisdiction. So yes, you have to play in their sandbox if you're going to play their game. So the goal is for the American state assemblies, we are reconstructing, rebuilding, repopulating our American common law courts, where stuff like this is going to be a non-issue.
Now I know that Karen did not just advocate for all felons becoming American state nationals just so they can carry a firearm.
Yes,
First
she did.
off, that's not how that works. And second off, that's a really bad idea.
Hey, so I had someone ask a question. They didn't understand the difference between a deed of reconveyance and a deed of conveyance. So a deed of reconveyance is someone who is born on the land, Shanghai taken out to sea, and then you are bringing yourself back to the land, back home. You are telling the de facto government that you are coming back home. A deed of conveyance is someone, a foreigner, who is coming overseas to the land. They are being naturalized. So that is the difference between a deed of reconveyance, you're born on the land, shanghaied out to sea, brought back to the land, and the deed of conveyance is a foreigner coming from overseas to our land.
No, you're an idiot. Dumb. Really dumb. Skeptic, I'm assuming you got the actual definitions of both conveyance and reconveyance, so I'm not going to go through them here, but this guy's a fucking idiot.
Hope this helps.
No, it doesn't help, because you're completely wrong. A deed of reconveyance is a special type of deed that a homeowner would get when they finish paying off their mortgage and they need to remove the lender from the deed. A deed of conveyance, on the other hand, is a type of deed that you would use when one person is selling property to another person. It does not have anything to do with shanghaiing people out into the ocean and bringing them back onto land.
So for those of you who don't know, you can click on his comment. He's doing his 928 paperwork, and he was asking that there's one document that is in red ink, and that is the deed of reconveyance or deed of conveyance.
Of course, her name's Sovereign Mama. You have to sign things in red ink, but she's not a sovereign citizen.
Of course
so let's
not.
listen to all the not sovereign citizen advice that she's going to give in the next clip.
So yes, the rest of them are in blue ink, and you do need your red right thumbprint touching the end of your name. Make sure you put that C with a circle around it at the end, and that you have the byline, BY ... in front of your name. Now, when you do autograph it in script, make sure it's legible, and then also make sure that underneath or after the autograph, your name is in print also. So if it's not already typed there, you can handwrite it in. So good luck.
When it comes to going to jail for this bullshit,
Good
no
luck.
luck needed.
Once you're on land, you're out of the sea and air jurisdictions. This process takes you completely out of the other foreign jurisdictions. We have remedies for everything that you would consider trust, contracts, etc. on those other two jurisdictions. So there's no need for us to even have 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. We can just stand on the land as living men and women.
Oh, that's cute. You used real English words. You even made real English sentences. Unfortunately for you, Karen, what you said didn't mean anything legally.
Yes, it
Alright,
didn't
this
mean
next
any
clip
English.
actually has me dying on the inside as she squirms to answer a comment about why the Washington American State Nationals are so racist.
Hi, Twisted. I hope I can answer your question. So this is on the Washington State Assembly website. And there's this one little part where it says, are you an African American, not a state citizen? And if you answered no, then you should correct your status. Well,
Yes.
the context of that statement is based on the 13th and 14th Amendment. It has nothing to do with excluding any population of people.
Then why does it say you should become an American State National if you're not black? Kinda sounds like racism to me.
But technically speaking,
Go ahead.
we went from private slave ownership pre-Civil War to post-Civil War being public slave ownership. So that's why that is in there, because African American slaves at that time were freed, okay, from private slave ownership into public slave ownership, so they were automatically considered U.S. citizens. So it's been corrected since, though.
Trust me when I say this. There is no fixing this level of stupidity.
So super quick update on my American State National journey.
Oh God, they're spreading.
So
Yes,
who
they
would
are.
like to chime in? Someone who's corrected their status. and give Billy some information about how it's like living like an American.
How about this? Why don't you give him information on what it's like to be an American State National? Oh, that's right. You can't. Because American State Nationals aren't a real thing, and none of you dickweeds have actually completed the process. And as a final clip and gift to you guys, I present to you Karen's response to being reminded that doing what she's doing is gonna put her on an FBI watch list.
Yeah, it just might. It just might get me on that watch list.
Karen, you're an idiot. Alright guys, that's the end of it.
You're more than an idiot. You're a fucktard. Seriously. A fucktard. That's because that's what she is. She's a fucktard. Fucktard. Alright, let's take care of another frauditor. This one being Amagesic Press, who thinks for some reason that it's perfectly legal to go fuck off liquor store
discretion
employees.
is advised.
How's it going, guys? Amagansett Press, Freedom Boulevard. Watching The Watchmen today. You can buy beer here for some psychiatric help. 5% alcohol or less. Utah and all other states are very specific about what they prohibit, and the state liquor store is not on the list. And on that note, I am exercising my 2A today.
He's got a gun on him.
With the amount of people you piss off on a daily basis, I agree. It's probably in your best interest to carry your gun around.
Something really funny for your pictures.
Sure.
If you snap right here, facing this way, you can get the state liquor store sign, the Mormon Temple Moroni, and the BYU Y all in one picture for you.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
That's kind of a cool one that I see a lot of people do. So.
Very cool. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people here taking video?
Yeah.
You do?
We do. We get a lot of people who think it's really funny to have like the Mormon Temple and the state liquor store. So we see people out here taking.
That's fine. I didn't even think of that, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So we see people from out of state who don't do state liquor stores out here taking their pictures. So.
Gotcha.
So that one's just one of my favorites. I always like.
No, very cool.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be in a minute to get some AC, so we'll see you in a few minutes.
Well, I'm gonna go home, but.
You have a good day.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Appreciate you. So yeah, we'll see if security shares that sentiment. We try to go in. And it says no smoking by the door. I don't even know where that's coming from.
100,000.
So there's a Provo police car. Maybe it's our friend Officer Orochis. If you guys have not seen the video featuring Officer Orochis, who illegally detained me at the police department and then wound up eating his head. Yeah, Officer Orochis.
I don't think you're in the best position to make fun of people's last name. Right, Gutterman? I think your last name suits you very well.
Okay.
How are you, bud?
Good. Oh, yeah, you just recorded people?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
For what? Like a documentary?
For them being
Well, if
stupid.
you're around when we're through, I'd be happy to explain the whole thing to you. I just can't get into it while I'm doing what I do. Yeah, but when we're done, if you're here, I'd be happy to tell you.
Okay. How much longer is that?
It depends what goes on. I don't know. Could be 5 minutes, could be an hour. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, this video is so boring. We have to trim off so much unnecessary bullshit.
And it's still boring.
So you guys can do all the recording you want, but you can't record customers. It's a HIPAA violation.
What?
You can't record.
You're absolutely kidding, right? A HIPAA violation?
You
Who in
can't.
this building is HIPAA certified?
So you can't document who is and who is not coming out of a liquor
Oh,
store.
no, I'm having the conversation with you. So who in this building is HIPAA certified?
It's a state building. It is.
That's not how HIPAA works.
So, but you can't be recording customers.
What happened to you since you were out here 5 minutes ago?
Complaints?
Complaints? Oh, well, we certainly can.
Do you have a permit to be on the property?
Yeah,
Recording? Is this for a voting purpose? Is this for...
I'm not going to get involved with this conversation because you're not educated on what we're talking about.
Great. I will get involved. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. I wish you would have just gone home like you said you were doing.
Yeah, and we all wish you would go home also, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they probably are dipping into the supply there. I don't know.
You're an idiot.
That's brilliant. Brilliant, Sam.
You know
The
that, right?
state employee just gave us the finger because everybody that works here is a state employee.
You're an idiot.
So isn't that fantastic? Could be. So this is no trespassing private property, and it's marked, so we have
So go ahead and trespass.
vehicle number 3313, 3394, and 40329, and then there's another one in the back there. And this is marked no trespassing, so I don't want to give them that.
All right, could you just get on with it? Go inside the store, cause your ruckus, because I'm about to fall asleep here.
Good. Is there something exciting going on?
No idea.
No? Okay.
You got a call, we got something being disorderly?
No, well, it's probably us, I would assume. We are here taking video, and one of the employees came out and said that it's a HIPAA violation for us to be taking video of the customers going in and out. Yeah, so it's a good one. It's interesting. So we're just going to stick around and wait to see what you guys come up with.
We'll go chat with them.
Alrighty. But as far as we know, this is state-owned property, right? Yeah. Yeah. And as far as I know, I can even go inside. Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll stick around and wait for it. I appreciate you. Can I just ask your name and badge number so I know who's here?
3370.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
My name is Shut the Fuck Up Badge Number. You're an idiot.
Wow, how nice of you to appreciate his professionalism. But what's the title of your video? Oh yeah, it's true. Tyrant pigs set us up. In what way did they set you up exactly? These guys are full of shit.
We should actually go in and hear what's going on. Yeah, I'd love to know what the story is. How are we doing?
Fantastic.
Good.
How about you guys?
Good.
Like your beard.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Can I just name and badge number so I know who was here, sir?
Stanky 3377.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
And
you.
I'm going to ask you, don't phone me.
Well, you can ask, and I'm going to respectfully decline based
I
on your...
just asked them, I can request.
No, you cannot.
Yes.
Double check it. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And the best thing to do when you're wrong is just admit you were wrong and learn something today. I do it every
No,
day.
you're breaking.
I'm not breaking the
You're
law.
breaking. No, I'm not saying you're breaking them. You're trying to get a reaction.
No,
You're getting
you
reaction.
came outside trying to get a reaction out of me.
No, I was requested to
No,
do
you came out very aggressive. And I'm not going to answer. I'm not going
that. I have not been reached.
Yes, I am. Yep.
If he came off so aggressive, then why didn't you show it in the video? Because I didn't cut off that part. He cut off that part. And I'm very curious. Maybe he said some nonsense to him that he didn't want to post.
Please stop.
Of course.
Disturbing us, okay?
I don't need any instructions. I'm a grown man.
I can request.
Please stop following me, harassing me. Thank you very much.
I have the right to walk away.
No, you can have the right to...
You're doing it to me.
No, no.
I'm not going to get into that.
If you don't want to be on my camera, stop walking in front of it.
Then quit.
Brilliant, right? Wow, state employees.
I didn't say that.
You guys are amazing. You're a state employee. Not interested in what you want to say.
Stop looking at this infidel. You know you don't drink that stuff.
If I had been met with respect, I would give you all the respect back in the world.
Bullshit.
We can start all over with it.
Like a real kid.
Yeah, and you're looking like a genius. Go buy some more alcohol and drown your sorrows. Yeah, go drown your sorrows, bro. So I'd be happy to start all over with you again. There's no reason not to be cordial and respectful with each other.
Stop being a baby.
Go get drunk, man. You need it. You've had a long day. What are you gonna do? Hit me with your bottle? Is that a threat? Yeah, I bet you do. Well, that's the alcohol in your brain.
Why are you afraid of a little bottle? You're carrying a gun.
So do you want
You don't sell to people. You have no manners.
to? Okay. Well, it's residual from continuous use, I guess. But I'm going to extend a hand to you, Sam, and tell
What are
you.
you talking about? Are you some kind of alcohol?
No,
guru? What are you saying? It's an alcohol abuse or it's extended use? What are you telling me?
What are
you telling me?
you want me to answer you?
Yeah.
This gentleman is yelling at me, cursing at me, saying very rude, obnoxious things. So I'm just giving it back to him.
Oh, okay.
That's all. You're being respectful, so I'm being respectful with you. That's the way we should all be. We're grown men.
Okay.
There's no reason to treat each other disrespectfully. I'll put my hand out to you again.
Nah.
No, so you're not looking to be a cordial human being. I mean, you're a state employee. You're giving me the finger out the window. Your higher ups will hear about that.
Okay.
For sure.
That's fine.
Yeah. Not a good idea. You know, a nicer welcome would have been nice, and we could have been very cordial with each other and had a very good experience. And,
could have.
yeah, could have. So you guys created this mess. You had the police come by and tell you were wrong. So I hope you learned something today. I learned something every day.
Then when will you learn to shut up?
Probably 2 days after he's dead.
It is amazing. Yeah, my age, huh? Yeah.
At your age, you learn something new every day.
I do. Actually, my grandfather would have said you learn something old every day because it's only new to you.
Okay.
Right? I'm really trying to be cordial with you, Sam, and if that's not going to
No,
work,
you're not.
you can, whatever your deal is. This guy doesn't want me to record him, but he's recording me.
Yeah, I have the right. I have the right.
And do you realize
if you don't want to say anything, don't say it to my channel.
I'll say whatever I want. And do you realize
you're right.
Do you realize you're working for the state of Utah? Okay, so right now your policy says that you're not allowed to be taking video of customers inside the store. You're
Wrong.
Yeah, but is it a law? Because policy doesn't trump law.
Oh yeah, that too.
Is that your private phone? I'm gonna FOIA request a copy of your phone. So don't erase it. You are now informed that is evidence. That is evidence. Don't delete your video. Yeah. I'm not breaking you. You have to learn the law.
I never said you're breaking the law. That's why I asked the police. They told me what I cannot do.
So you did get educated today. That's a good thing. Just so yeah,
That's why I'm
good.
doing this. In case anything goes wrong.
No, nothing will go wrong on my end. One of your intoxicated.
You're already being recorded anyway, so we.
Well, of course, I'm on.
Who was intoxicated?
I'm sorry?
Who is intoxicated? You said one of our intoxicated what?
I didn't get to finish my sentence.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, you guys are smart. You guys got me. You guys got me good. I'll tell you that. So I'm going to go back to shopping. If I could just be left to do my thing. I tried to make nice with you, but you're not interested, so we'll just skip that and move on.
This guy is frowning down on people drinking. There's no way he's shopping for anything here.
Sounds good. Yeah, I actually just put my hand out, tried to shake hands with him. I said we can hit the reset button, start all over again, and be cordial human beings with each other. But I don't know if they're not interested in that. So, I wasn't here for that. So. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just while I'm here, I might as well look around and see if I need anything. Yeah.
Have they asked you guys to leave?
No. Yeah, haven't asked me. They asked me to stop taking video, but not to leave. Okay. Yeah. So and I'm not looking to linger. I'm just I wasn't even going to come in. Sure. But since you guys showed up, we came in.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
You guys asked me to leave?
Yeah.
How about you guys leave?
Nobody else. I've been recording the whole time. They asked me to stop taking video of the customers.
You haven't stopped taking pictures of me, and I asked you.
No, you asked me to stop taking video. No, you didn't ask me to leave.
Are you asking me?
Oh, you're asking me to leave now? For what? I'm shopping. What purpose? I think you're security guard. No, I'm not.
All right. Here, let's go outside. I already talked to 2 people outside that said you guys were making them nervous and disturbing them.
Well, if I'm here, you know what? Let's go outside. We'll continue.
It wasn't just a film.
It wasn't just the filming. Well, what else is it? Okay, sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to have the conversation.
No, you wouldn't.
And I'll be back in to buy something in a minute.
No, you won't.
Listen, what up? I've been recording since I got here. And the only
So where we're at, like.
Yeah, you're recording, but in your videos, there's so much edits. We don't know what you're saying to people.
I totally understand the First Amendment thing, auditing all that. I think it's great, but at the same time, we also have to respect other people's rights.
Of course. Well, just so you know, the only people I spoke to were people that came up to me, asked us what we're doing, and I said I don't like to get into those conversations while I'm recording. Sure. But if you're still around when we're all done, I'd be happy to explain the whole thing to you. Sure. So that was the only conversation I had with 2 or 3 people.
We had a conversation with 2 other people that came out here that were upset about what you guys were doing filming. I wasn't in there. I don't know.
Well, but you understand that if somebody's feelings are they're upset about me filming in public, that's not. I'm not violating the law.
Different than. Sure, I get that.
Dude, I'm not looking to irritate you. You can see. Did you? How did I approach you? How did I approach you? Am I being cordial and respectful? I've been the same way with them even up to this point.
Yeah.
Even up to this point. One of the guys, Sam, was standing in the window when I was out here giving me the finger through the window.
I don't know why you're telling him that. He's not the feelings police.
Yeah.
I said to him, Sam, we could still be friends, man. Let's start all over again. There's no reason to act like that. I said we can be cordial. We're grown men. No reason to act foolish. So I've been acting very professional, very courteous, and that's,
no, you haven't.
That's how we roll. You know, just like all police officers are not the same, all guys with a camera are not the same. This is my son. Out here to teach my son how to be a criminal. So we know what the law is. We did our homework. We respect the law. and we have no intention of
Well, it's important to know.
violating it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're doing your homework, you must have missed the part where you're not allowed to make money off people's pictures without their consent. Maybe you should study harder.
Our public school systems didn't do me any favors teaching me how to learn on my own.
So
The manager did ask me to leave.
the only time they asked me to leave was in front of you.
Still, I mean, that's what, as far as I saw it.
But now let me just ask you this: being that it's
We talked to the other people. They're pretty upset. They asked us to go in and talk with the also manager came in and asked us. Some people don't like being recorded.
well, that's what it is, and that's they can't. Somebody can't.
All of us had that chisel and shit. I gotta. Every side's a good side. Yeah. Some people get worked up about things.
They do, but you know what? To me, that's what's the difference between that and if somebody's riding down the sidewalk on a pink bicycle with a pink tutu on, and that upsets somebody. Would you ask them to stop? He's my brother.
Oh.
No, but seriously, so I respect people's feelings, but not when it encroaches on what I'm free to do.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, that's what my issue is.
I get it.
I follow the rules. And if they had, so they've asked me to leave, right? And as far as I'm concerned, being that if this was a private business, okay, they could ask me to leave because I have a white shirt on. Being that it's a public business and public property, I have a right to shop here unless I'm violating the law.
Of course you have a right to shop, but were you shopping? Now stop lying, fraudener.
Correct.
Right.
And we do have enough for disorderly conduct. They haven't asked us for that.
How do you have enough for disorderly conduct?
The information the other people gave us. Here, pull up Google. We'll pull up the Utah code for.
Well, no, you can just tell me. I believe you.
No. We'll pull it up and we'll go.
Well, I'm videoing. So
well, you got your other one too.
I like that. We'll tell you. Pull it up. We'll read it. I like this officer.
my phone just died. I mean, my camera died, so I switched to my phone.
All right. Well, we do have enough of that. We're not going to push the issue. My opinion, I actually appreciate auditors. I think there's got to be checks and balances. So it's not the opinion of Provo Police Department.
But for my own education, could you explain to me how I'm being disorderly?
If you're doing anything that causes alarm to people, that causes people to worry, what's the wording? Alarm or somebody reasonably believe would cause a disturbance.
But taking video is not any of those things.
It wasn't that.
What was it then? What is it, the firearm?
The whole encompassing situation.
The whole encompassing situation. So if I come on, so what you're telling me is, so I just want to be clear, so I know. So what you're telling me is if I'm lawfully carrying a firearm, and I'm taking video, and I'm on public property, that totality of that creates. So what part?
Those are elements.
What part of it creates the disturbance? I want to avoid creating a disturbance in the future.
Bullshit.
We're good to boogie.
Yep. So what do you tell me? If I go back inside, what happens?
I don't know. If they call us, we'll come back out to see what's what.
Seriously, the cop is not interested in having a debate with some idiot with a cell phone. It's not worth his time.
We got cameras too.
So are you asking me to leave?
I asked you to step out of the store because they asked you to, yeah.
Okay, but you're not asking me to leave the property.
I'm not. If they do, that's a different story.
Okay.
Oh, like I said, hey, Stanky, hold on a sec.
Well, of course, if you go in there and solicit a trespass, you're going to get one. You can't do that.
Talk to him about it. I don't want to be discussed.
All right. Let's go see what Stanky has to say. Yeah. So how does this? So I'm a little confused. I got to tell you, Stanky.
Okay.
And I think based on the fact, like I said, if this was private property, whole different set of rules.
Absolutely.
Being that this is public property.
I'm glad you know that. Some people don't know.
Well, I know a lot of things about what I'm doing. I don't go out and do things uneducated, and I know that I have every right to be on this property and go in there and shop.
Once again, he's lying about shopping. Lying is so natural to these people.
And just the fact that I'm taking video or lawfully carrying a firearm, if somebody chooses to get upset about that, that's on them. I actually had somebody act like he was going to swing a bottle at me inside, and I was talking to a manager, not even talking to him. So that's an assault, but I'm not going to go there. You know what I mean? So seriously, I mean, what's the...
Well, those are his words.
They're asking you guys to leave the property.
But is that a lawful request?
They're asking to. I don't even know. I don't know all the details of the state property. I'm going to go look it up right now. I actually haven't encountered this situation yet. So I'm assuming this.
Well, your problem is from your perception, you're saying that I've created a disturbance or disorderly conduct.
I take information from other people, from theirs you have, from their perception you have.
Obviously, from your perception, I have not then.
I'm
See, if you're going to be that ambiguous, no, well, I want to follow the law. I don't want to get entrapped into some ambiguous situation here. So I would appreciate you being clear and direct
With what?
with telling me whether or not I have a right to be on this property.
I think you do as long as you're following the law and not.
Okay, so what can I do to prevent from alarming anyone else? Because I'm very interested in doing that.
This guy likes to play around with words and talk in circle, but you know exactly what you're doing, and you're getting the reaction you want. So stop playing around.
What did I do to alarm them? And that way I won't repeat that same behavior. Well, you guys got to tell me, or else you're just playing games, and then you're going to try to set me up for something, and that's, you know, you can't ask somebody to leave public property unless they're violating the law. That's an unlawful request, unless I'm violating the law. Because it's public. Because if the general, I'll tell you why, I'll explain it to you, and I'm very learned on it, and I'll even tell you how I know what I know. So, if the general public has free access to this property because it's public property, I do, and the camera doesn't change that, and my legally possessed firearm doesn't change that. And if somebody approaches me, and I say to them, I'm not interested in having a conversation with you, that's certainly not creating a disorderly situation. So I have documented on 2 cameras, I have not... No, I have not. Well, I have not created a disorderly. I'm acting the way I'm acting with you.
The police officers are probably getting a headache from your nonsense.
They are definitely getting a headache. Extremely getting a headache. They want him to shut the hell up. Tones, are you there? Let's get you in before this episode ends. Was the dumbest auditor ever this week.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all.
Doubtful.
You know, just when I think that I've seen the stupidest of the frauditors, I come across something like this.
911 emergency, St. Louis County. What's the address of your emergency?
55 Grosso Plaza.
55 Grosso Plaza, UPS?
Yes. So, yes, USPS.
Okay, what's going on there?
Okay, so I've got a guy out here in the lobby that's acting up, and I've asked him to please stop filming in our lobby, and he's standing right in front of the clerks. He's intimidating the clerks. I can't get him out of the office.
Everybody got that? Good.
He's unreasonable.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're thinking. Who's it going to be? Auditing America? Glenn Serio? Freaking Media? SGV News? What big name, pain-in-the-ass frauditor is going to tie the police up in this circular conversation and annoy the hell out of all of us?
Who is it? Good morning, sir.
Who in the fuck is that?
Sir. Hey, how's it going? Good. My name is Officer Hadley with County PD. Hi, my name's Mr. Gibson. How are you?
Who is he?
You want to tell me what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Well, they're telling me that to make them feel a little uncomfortable. Okay. They're here and filming it all. All right. So, any particular reason for that? Have you heard of the First Amendment?
It's a stupid question.
Of course. Okay. I'm a big proponent of our Constitution. Oh, good. So what does the First Amendment say? Well, freedom of speech. Bottom line. First one is freedom of speech, yep. And the second one in the First Amendment is freedom of the press. There is a memo that came out in 2010 that came through, who's the federal... You're talking about citizen and journalists, right? Yes. Okay.
He's talking about being stupid is what he's talking about.
The capacity that you're in right now? Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, forget it, Michael Moron. No one with half a brain in their skull is going to call you a journalist.
All right, that's fine, but you also would agree with me if I say that these employees here have a right to not to feel harassed. Oh, certainly, but their feelings don't trump my rights neither.
What an asshole!
Thank you, Gilbert.
Why would you do it? I mean, why would you? The real reason why I did it, one, to test them, two, to educate them. Okay. Here's their rules right here. Okay. It says you're allowed to film.
Ah, yes, the ever-popular Poster 7. You know, that set of rules that they never actually read all the way through to the end of, because if they did, then they'd actually find the part that says they're not allowed to film.
The rules governing the
Yes, those
concept
rules.
of postal property. I'm sorry that they're ignorant of their own rules.
Mm-hmm.
Pot? Kettle. I like that one.
This is their rules right here.
Okay. What does it say? What does it say?
Please tell me he's not stupid enough that he's actually going to read the entire poster 7 in its entirety.
It says, photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes.
Oh my fucking god, he's going to do it.
So that covers just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, auditoriums, when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official
Be careful, this is where the important stuff is.
signs or social security force personnel or authorized personnel or a federal court order or rule. Other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head.
I never thought I'd see the day that a First Amendment auditor would read the entirety of Poster 7. Of course, now that he has read it, do you think he's going to comprehend that it actually does not give him permission to film?
Ah, hell no. Let's hear this moron be a moron.
Okay.
So, you're doing it just because you think you can do it? Sir, I can do it by the law, by the federal law.
Let's try it.
Nope, of course not, because that would imply the presence of common sense. Oh, and by the way, remember this bit?
Photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head.
And guess who called the police? Oh my god, this guy is really stupid.
And this?
I've asked him to please stop filming in our lobby.
The installation head has not given permission. And the installation head is the person who called the police.
Right. It's all coming together.
So we are in a situation where Poster 7 genuinely applies, with a First Amendment auditor who is clearly in violation of it, and yet cannot comprehend it.
Wait! There's more!
Now, if you think that's stupid, let's take a look at his upload of this video.
Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or 2. Wait a minute. Where's my copy of Poster 7? There we are. Yeah, I've been going through enough of these. I actually printed off a copy of Poster 7 myself. Wait a minute. He's changed to Poster 7! He's fucking changed to Poster 7, Tones! What the hell?
Where he was so kind to have Poster 7 in writing on the screen. Except, there's a bit of a problem. Let's put this side by side and see if you could spot the difference.
I already did.
Notice it yet?
Yeah, he changed it.
That's right. He edited Poster 7 to include these numbers in order to break it into subsections that would separate the situation of him filming from a situation in which he would require permission. Now, I've seen flat earthers misinterpret data or have trouble with equations, and really it just comes down to them not being well educated. And I've seen sovereign citizens completely take out of context official documents or letters, thinking they somehow make them exempt from following the law that literally everybody else has to follow, and that's usually just because they're delusional. But when you have someone who can't even make their argument using the law as it's written, and has to edit legal documentation, unaware that everybody else's copy of that legal documentation will still be the same, and prove that they're falsifying their evidence, then we have gone beyond the peak of Mount Stupid. I mean, at this point, we're in the upper atmosphere of idiocy. And you know what the worst part is? We are only just getting started.
Have they asked you to leave?
No, they haven't.
Yes.
I have asked him to stop filming. Oh, I
Okay, so we need to get out of here. They don't want you here.
Now,
It's private property.
it's not private property, so I own this property.
You own
No,
it?
you don't.
Sure, and
No,
so-
you do not. No, 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 no. 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 No, 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 you don't. Okay, I know I sound like that mean kitty cat now, but no, no, you do not.
You.
Let's see, Google, is the U.S. Post Office publicly funded? Enter. Wah, 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 wah. As the agency is not funded by the government. First line of Google. Thank you.
We're not doing this. Let's leave it. They don't want you here. You gotta
And
go.
if I don't leave, what?
You go to jail.
I go to jail for
Yes.
what?
Trespass.
Oh, please. Please arrest me for
We're not doing
trespassing.
Do it.
Oh, yes, sir, you will be sued.
Okay.
That's a violation of my rights.
Is it?
No, it's not.
The First Amendment, have you ever heard
Freedom
of
of
it?
speech?
Freedom of the
Trespassing.
press.
Okay, that doesn't cover trespassing.
You're not the press.
You are.
Why don't we go ahead and step
Let's talk outside.
How
Let's
can
not
I
talk
be
here.
trespassed in
Because
a
it's private
public
property.
area?
It's private property.
Standing up.
Mr. Gibson, that's your idea.
Because it's not public.
Well,
Okay.
guess what? In the county of St. Louis, you are required by law to identify yourself when a police officer asks you.
Wrong.
Only if I've been, only if I have been,
I would like to file a formal complaint.
Suspected of committing a crime.
Busted.
Right now,
Okay, if you're a First Amendment auditor and the police officer knows your script better than you do, you know you suck at it.
Yes, you do.
Suspected of trespassing. So identify
let me see your ID card. No, sir.
Okay.
Okay, you're in the gist.
You don't have to twist me. You're fine. You're fine.
Yes, I do.
These are new. This is all on camera. We're good.
Oh, looky! Nice shiny pair of bracelets. Be stupid, get stupid
I'm
prize.
not being lawful arrested because you're being fine right now.
Buddy, you're not being suspected of committing a crime. You're being arrested for committing a crime.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you idiot's trying to put up captions. What he's trying to do to defend himself, and his current caption is, I do not have to give identification unless I've been suspected of committing a crime. Dude, you've actually committed that crime. You're not suspected of committing, you've committed. Big difference.
We're going to add a second set of cuffs. I've not committed a crime. Hey, listen, I'm going to put this phone in your pocket. I think you guys have been reasonable with me. Do you have any weapons on you? No, sir. Oh, yes, I do. I do. What do you have? Do you have a gun? Where?
Say what? Stewie? Yeah, that's just dumb. Let's walk onto a federal post office with a gun. You've just gone from, simple trespassing to felony land. Oh my God, now you really, really have committed crimes. Dude, how many more stupidity charges can we rack up on you? I see you there, Tones. I see you twitching. Okay, go ahead.
A gun in your pocket that you have had your hand in the whole time you were talking to the officers.
This guy is f***ing stupid.
Correct, Carlin.
I think I have it in my pocket. Right. Which one? This one? Right here. This one? Yeah. Okay, that's all right. Yeah. Just relax. Yeah.
Yes, you are. ...
Yes.
He's put up a caption saying he's not lawfully being arrested.
You see that sign right there?
Which one?
The one that says no firearms on federal property? That one?
I see that.
Now, he's still claiming that he hasn't committed a crime, officer. This is what he's putting on his video now. But I have another movie clip for that one.
You done f***ed up now.
Thank you.
Just making sure you see it. Finish patting down. I want to put this in my car.
Yeah.
So, violating Poster 7, trespassing, and now illegally bringing a firearm onto federal property.
We're going to see, no, I haven't committed a crime, though. Well, We're going to let the legal system determine that, all right? Okay. I believe from our perspective.
Are you fucking kidding me? Another caption he just put on there. She never has told me to leave, and she admits to it. In order to be trespassed in a public place, a person has to do something wrong. I did what I am allowed to do, so I have never refused to leave.
Perspective, you did. By entering here with a firearm, you can't do that in the post office. Well, it should be posted on the door.
I'm really loving his ridiculous captions in which he is still trying to argue the merit of the trespass. I think you've got bigger problems to worry about than that.
I would think so too.
It's posted on the wall right there. Okay, the same wall you were reading. Well, yeah, but hold on. But here's the thing. You're walking into this door. Here's the thing. If you think it wasn't posted. If you think that they ain't right, challenge them to court. Yeah. All right.
Oh yes, I'm sure a jury will love watching this footage as much as I have.
And then she started getting loud.
Sir, you're under arrest for trespassing specifically.
You know the law of trespassing, sir?
Sure do. When someone asks you to leave and you don't, that's trespassing. And you said you were going to have to...
I never refused to leave,
Can I finish
sir.
talking, please?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir, please do.
We asked you to leave, okay? When this is what happened from my point of view. I'm going to explain it once.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I walked in and you were reading the board about photographing and videotaping. Yes,
yes
or no?
Sir.
Yes,
yes
okay.
sir.
You were saying...
Can we start?
No, I'm going to finish talking.
Okay,
okay? Because I've tried that once.
Okay,
and I tried to be
I'm
very...
sorry.
Let me talk, you stop.
Really? Sir, you were under arrest for trespassing. I said, do you know what the law of trespassing is, sir?
Stop talking.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Because if you interrupt me again, I'm not going to explain it.
Okay.
Fair?
Sure.
I walked in. I said, you have to leave. You said, no, this is, I own it. And then I said, you own it? And you said, yes. And you said, I own it. So you're kind of implying that it's taxpayers' property, yes? Is that what you're implying? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you're wrong. That is private property.
Boom. Roasted.
They asked you to leave. You didn't leave.
I didn't.
Let me finish talking.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Shut
sir.
the fuck up.
You said, no. I said, I said something along the lines, well, you're going to go to jail. And you said, okay, arrest me because I'm not leaving. And you gave me your hands implying that's the only way you're going to jail. On top of that, you had a firearm on federal property. That's another crime. So that's what you're being arrested for. Let's go sit in the car.
Sir, I would think it would be legitimate for them to put a sign on the door.
They don't need a sign.
On the door?
To ask you to leave?
No,
For
not
what?
to ask me to leave.
About what? The filming?
No, about the firearm.
Okay.
That should be posted on the door.
Dude, this guy really isn't fucking getting it, is he? He's still putting the caption up on the screen against the fucking trespassing charge.
Oh, and I'm just checking. I believe it.
Or otherwise, I would not walk in with it.
Sure.
The sign was on the wall.
Bless him, he is trying so hard to find an argument that will get the officers to change their mind. I especially love how he says the camera doesn't lie, considering everything we've just seen on the cameras shows exactly why he's being arrested. But then, as a great man once said, you gotta lie to audit.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
Thank you.
Okay. It should have been on the door. It's the same wall that you were reading the regulations. That's legitimate, sir. Yeah. That is true. I think that's absolutely true. Yeah. But, and then I was already in the building. Yeah. Go ahead and take a seat in the car. Just all this property.
Just put it in
the trunk. Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
I don't mean to be disrespectful to you.
Yes, you do.
You're a legitimate person.
Thank you.
I
Please
appreciate you. And I wasn't refusing to leave.
Yes, you were.
And I wouldn't.
Okay, well, I have a body camera, and I think that's going to tell me otherwise. Please put your seat in there.
Oh, gosh. You know, I'm not much on speeches, but it's so gratifying to leave you wallowing in the mess you've made. You're screwed. Thank you. Bye.
And there you have it, folks. The absolute dumbest auditor ever.
This week.
I mean, just when you think the guy can't be any dumber, he surprises you. Clear violation of Poster 7, so it can't help him. Has to falsify his information, which can be verified. And the cherry on top of the stupid sundae? Carrying a firearm onto federal property while looking incredibly dodgy. It's almost like frauditors aren't even trying anymore. Some have abandoned the pretense altogether about it being about rights and more about getting reactions for clicks and views. Others have completely thrown away trying to win their arguments on merit and are just straight up acting like idiots to annoy everybody for its own sake. And then you have someone like this. Someone who seriously didn't give it a single thought how this was going to play out. It's like we're witnessing frauditors devolve into more reckless, stupider versions of each other as new frauditors start filling the voids left behind by the bigger name ones that are getting their comeuppance. I can only imagine what we're going to be witnessing in the future.
And it could be quite fun. Thank you, Tones. I hope to have you on the show again in the near future. Till then, of course, that brings us to an end of part 2. Of course, Art Bell will be with us in the overnight with the High Priestess, Blanche Barton of the Church of Satanology. That is in the overnight tonight. So, again, like, share, and subscribe. Get us to the goal of 50,000 views, 1,000 subscribers. So Boxy sends us nice red packages we can send out to you guys as gift. And YouTube actually, starts sending us to other people on the YouTube universe. Coinbase and Ibotta, and now our new one, Gain.gg, are there. Coinbase and Ibotta will get you $10 free for signing up. Coinbase does the Coinbase Learn 2-minute lessons, 1-question quizzes. For up to $100 free crypto, Ibotta rewards you for what you do your shopping. And Gain will reward you whether you want to go ahead and just view websites, watch videos, download apps to your phone, or anything else you like to do, like taking surveys. Those pay out in any form of either cryptocurrency or gift cards you would like. And of course, cryptocurrency is accepted here in Dominion for anything you like, whether it be from Coinbase or Gain.gg, for Emeralds, Valkyrie's Favor, packages, or anything else you would like. The link to go ahead and do Gain is, of course, down and below, and, of course, over on to the right, and will remain there for the rest of today. Until then, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another, and it's always a great new world to release the Krakens as we march along here from day one. Have a great evening. We'll see you in the overnight with our Bell and the High Priestess of Satan.